Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. My name is David. I'm a life coach. I'm helping people recover, grow, and heal from trauma of all kinds. If you are here because you suffer from some kind of trauma, you have questions about abusive relationships or neglectful childhood or abusive childhood, or you want to have a successful marriage, stuff like that, please ask me questions. Go down below there. That's what I'm doing. I'm answering people's questions from last week, last Q&A. Do this every single Monday. Just ask me questions on the very last current Q&A, okay? If I miss your question, ask me again. If I misunderstand it, or you guys misunderstand me, or can't understand what I'm saying, or I just didn't get your question right, anything, just keep asking me. Don't worry about being repetitive. Don't matter how many times people have asked me the same question, okay? And I don't want to miss anybody, so please don't take offense to it. I just forgot it or didn't see it or something, okay? Thank you. All I ask is for your locations. Tell us where you guys are, please. I want to know, and a lot of you guys out there want to know where we are all at in the world. It's nice to know that this is a human condition. This is a human problem, societal problem, not just you. And that's important. I suffered from this myself for many years, and I didn't know what was wrong, and it made it just 100 times worse. So that's that. I'm sorry you guys are quarantined. I'm sorry for those of you who are sick, or who have loved ones who are sick, and people you care about who maybe you've lost. I'm sorry to all of you out there. Please stay strong during these times. Really, you gotta keep cheering yourself up. You gotta keep being positive and saying positive things and not buying into the hysteria. Don't be around too much around negative people. Just don't try to fix any of your major big problems maybe right now. Just get through it. Just get through it, okay? I don't think it's going to be much longer. I hope. So let's get started with questions in part 2. First one is from S. Tia in the United Kingdom. Hello. Hi, David. Thank you so much for your response to my question about the narcissistic mother-in-law. You're welcome. I'm glad it helped. I was just wondering, if she now chooses the girl for him to marry, will she be nicer and more accepting of her? Will she allow them to live in peace? He told me the next time he marries, his mother will choose the bride. Oh boy. So much to understand here. So the mother, and I'm not going to go dive all back into the last question and my last answer and stuff like this for everybody else, but the mother is so sick. She was so nasty and abusive to you and her son when you guys got married and you guys lived in the house, and then you even lived in the house next door, and she just got worse and nasty, and it finally came down to he didn't have your back and he had his mom's back, and he started blaming you for her abusing you and wanted a divorce, and it's over. And now you're wondering, is it you? Is it you? Well, I obviously don't know you, and I don't know him or the mother. And I don't know the new girl, if there is a new girl, sorry. But try to understand that the mother is very, very sick, and so is the man that you married, okay? I hope you're starting to understand how sick he is. Now, he doesn't have his autonomous self. She didn't let him be autonomous. This is all about her. He is an extension of her. One of the first lessons that babies learn is that they're not the same person as their mother anymore. Once they're born, they're two different people. Loud noise, something like that, and the baby cries, right? And looks over at mommy, and mommy's haha laughing. And the baby's like, whoa, we're different people. And that autonomy should be supported by the parent. But a narcissistic parent, really narcissistic parent, will say that this child is somehow a part of me, and not sever that cord, right, so to speak. And you're here for me, and they, you know, I don't, no opinions, no feelings, no wants, desires, fears, no boundaries. It's all the parent.
Here's my boundaries. Here's how I feel. Here's what I want. Here's what I think. And you just keep reacting. This man has some major issues. And he's not going to get better, maybe never. But he is definitely not going to get better until he gets far away from his mother. Far away from her. Letting her choose the bride, you want to know if that's going to make her, I mean, why would that even be how could, you never had a chance. How's that? Your marriage never had a chance because this guy committed to a marriage while he's so sick. He doesn't know who the hell he is. He doesn't know how to do anything for himself. I bet he's so incompetent. And I don't mean just, because I bet he doesn't know how to do dishes. I bet he doesn't know how to clean. I bet he doesn't know how to, I bet she did these things for him. Just guessing, yeah? Unless she was, really treated him like a slave. Not saying that he shouldn't be self-sufficient, but it would make, this is the kind of relationship I see a lot of with mothers this sick and their sons. I'm guessing that he is so freaking dependent on his mother that he'll never leave her. And he'll never find the right one, because the right girl is going to have to be so sick and there's no self, and the mom can abuse the hell out of her all the time, and then eventually they're just going to get bored of her if she doesn't speak up. You must have spoken up. Yeah, you did. You told other people what was going on and stuff. Oh, shame on you. You need to be a better doormat. But it won't matter. There's no way to make any of this work. He needs to get away from the mom completely. Mom's sick in the head and never it's going to get better. I don't know if he'll ever get better. I don't think so, because he just went through a whole marriage and divorce over his mom. He didn't have any say in it, really, sounds like. Right? So I'm sorry that you feel like this has anything to do with you. You deciding to get involved in this marriage does. Sure. And I hope that you'll learn why, so you can fix that part of you and fill your void and learn how to start meeting your needs yourself and not dependent on other people. But this problem between her and him are their problems, not yours. Okay? And there'll be a new victim. And there's going to have to keep being new victims, because the victims won't last under this. There isn't one that can last. I feel so sorry for any other women. So I feel sorry for you, and I feel sorry for any other woman that comes into these nasty people's lives. For him to divorce his wife and choose his mother like that, he doesn't have a chance. That just gets easier and easier to do. I'm sorry you think that has anything to do with you. It does not. You're just victim number, I don't know. Sort this stuff out. Learn why you got involved with this relationship. Because I said in part one, this is the theme this week. I mean, every single person's questions so far, and I think all of them, are all about getting help. I know these question and answers help so much of you, and I'm so grateful for all of the times you guys tell me, and I'm really glad. It's really nice. I love doing this. Don't stop. Keep asking questions. There's so much to learn. But the interaction between somebody who's there just for you and knows how to heal you and help you is amazing. And you can't beat it in just questions. And you can't get that with a friend or family. Really. And I know our self-worth is so low right now. We're going to say, $5 an hour is too expensive. You guys are worth the help. You need it. We all need help. We all need some kind of help in our lives sometime. I mean, I don't know how easier to put that, right? We all need help sometimes with something in our lives. Why not with this? You don't want to keep making these mistakes over and over again and keep wasting your lives. This kind of stress from trauma is one of the top reasons why people commit suicide. Okay, next one. Chris
Don't know where you're from. Please tell us your locations, guys. Tell us where you are from. Chris asks, or says, just found your channel and subscribed. Great videos. Oh, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, Chris. I'm in a long-term relationship with this girl who has BPD, borderline personality disorder. I'm not happy anymore and want to break up. I already tried a couple of times, but she made it impossible. Even though we don't live together right now, it's still so difficult to break up because she becomes so aggressive and keeps calling my friends and family and at my work. We also have a child together. Oh. And I am worried that if I leave her, she will keep the child away from me as I don't have any legal rights. We are from 2 different countries. And right now, she is at home and her mother is helping her. She wants to come live with me, even though the last time was a nightmare. I want to end this forever, but I'm concerned for the child. And I know she will go into psychosis and harm herself. Your advice would be great. Let me know what you think. I think, Chris, that you need to get help big time. Get somebody to help you with this. It'll make it faster, easier, nicer, and you'll make better choices and not make bigger mistakes like you already have. Okay? I'm not calling your child a mistake. You've made some big mistakes here with this person. And she's made it impossible for you to leave her, and you guys are in different countries. So you don't have, there's a lot of stuff here you have no control over. You just said you live in different countries. You don't know if you're going to have any rights to this child and stuff like this. That is something for you to find out on your own. I can't help you with that. I would find your rights. Find your rights, your legal rights, because what you decide to do is going to affect you maybe for the rest of your life, because this is your child. So I would try to handle this very wisely. And you've never maybe done this before, so get some help and ask somebody to help you with this. A lot of this taking people back and can't break up with people is how we feel about ourselves. It's our own self-worth. And that's lowered by our own shame. This is all processing we need help with. You know she will go into psychosis and harm herself. You can't stop that. There's nothing you can do. You have no power over that. And here again, we are convinced that we have control over every situation, and there's got to be a right way to do this. And no, there isn't always, Chris. Not always. Not like this. We made big mistakes, and they aren't all fixable. Mistakes, sometimes we just say, oh, don't do that again. We can't go back and fix them all, you know? Yeah, but how we handle it is very important. How we feel about ourselves. You don't break up with her, you're going to feel horrible about yourself. And that's the reason we don't break up with her. We don't feel good about ourselves. Get somebody to help you deal with this. You don't want to keep making even more mistakes that you're going to have to pay for later. And you don't want to, just lose any rights to your child you might have now. I don't know. Or there might be a way for you to get rights to your child. And that you may not care so much right now, but in 10 years you might freak out, Find what you can do. Find what your rights are. Please. Please, please. Okay? And that's not something that I know too much about. I don't know what country you're in. But handle this correctly. If this person is disordered, and what's interesting is you said you are in a long-term relationship right now. Why is this so hard for you? I mean, the reason we stay in them is because we don't feel good about ourselves, and we might be addicted. There might be some dependency going on. And if this is an addiction, an addictive relationship, it's got to be. And then we put it above all else. And someone tries to help us, and we won't listen. Just like drugs, like alcohol, gambling, sex. I don't really have a problem. Minimize it. Don't tell people the truth. Something that a professional can call you out on. Hold you accountable. Good luck. I can't offer anything else more than get some help. Get somebody to help you. Therapist, counselor, life coach, a psychiatrist, somebody to help you, and find your legal rights to this child. Don't assume. Make sure you know very well what your rights are. Don't just look them up. They can be confusing. You might be able to ask a lawyer for free. A lot of places you can get free consultation. But we need to realize why it's been so hard to break up with this person. Why it's so hard for you to leave them. I know that there's dependency issues and our low self-worth. Why? Why is that? Why do we succumb to low self-worth? Why do we have low self-worth? It's always childhood. These things don't just happen in adulthood. I don't know anybody that has. Learn what you missed out on in your childhood. This female represents a void of some kind that you have. You didn't get enough attention or love. And then we love somebody that doesn't love us back. And those people that don't love us back teach us how to love ourselves. Eventually. Hopefully. Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Good luck. Keep asking me questions, okay? I don't feel like I'm able to help you enough with this. So keep asking me questions. Ask me exactly what you want to know, and I'll try to help you more, okay? Thank you. Tracy. And this is from my avoidant video. I saw this the other day, and I wanted to answer this personally like this in a video format. Tracy, I hope you're watching. Tracy asks, it feels like the fact that I can't enjoy anyone's company or even solo activities I used to is letting the abusive narc win. He's had 3 years of my life. What's worse than that? 3 years and 1 day more. So this shows our lack of autonomy right there. In the relationship. And so in the relationship, too much of how you felt depended on what he did. And too much of how he felt depended on what you do. Do you hear that word dependent? Dependent? Depend? Dependent relationship. Too dependent of a relationship. Both of you lost your autonomy. You're speaking as if you're one person. The relationship is over. How long has it been over? Maybe some time, but it doesn't matter. It's over. If over is over, right? And you feel like what you're doing on your own now is that he wins, even if like he's not watching or something. Do you see that? I hope you see that, Tracy. He's had 3 years of your life. You're giving him more. He's in your head. You haven't healed, Tracy. Okay? We need to start being 100% about you. Because when you're dating someone abusive, when you're dating a narcissist, when you're dating a narcissist or someone abusing you, you're not about you. You're about them. You sacrificed, you compromised who you are. You didn't give yourself what you need. You neglected yourself for so long. For so long. That he's been such a huge part of your life. You've made him like everything. That now, relationship over, he's doing his own thing, you're doing your own thing, and you think what you're doing has everything to do with him now. Still. No. Please. This is, and don't worry, Tracy, this is so common. I see this all the time. All the time I see this, man. Wow, I see this all the time. I could just give, examples after examples. I really can. I feel like, and we talk about triggers. I can't go this way to work. I can't look at these kind of cars. I can't have this kind of color. I can't take, when people say this, I can't take loud music. I can't, all this reminds me of my bad past and stuff. We need to heal. We need to understand very, very much what happened. You need to understand this person and how disordered maybe, how sick he is maybe, that what everything he did to you is wrong, maybe. I don't know. I'm saying maybe because I don't know. I'm guessing. You said that the fact that you can't enjoy anyone's company or even just solo activities like you used to. It's not about him anymore. This is about you. 100%. All of this is about you. No more. He's gone. Okay. And we need to totally understand everything that happened. Totally. But now this is all about you. And so it's letting the abuse narc win. And so if you say that, then what? So now we're going to fight him, right? The imaginary him, because he doesn't even know. He's doing his own thing. This relationship's over. So now if the fact that you can't enjoy people's company and solo activities is because of him, you're letting him win. So what are you going to do? You're going to fake that you're enjoying people's company and solo activities, or are you going to not try to do them anymore? Or as long as you're not enjoying them, it's his fault and he's winning. We just got to stop. And you got to understand, if you understood what happened, you'd understand that you've been traumatized and it's sad. A part of processing and healing is having self-compassion. We do that by having compassion for others, and I do that because that's what victims do first. Victims care about other people more. Victims understand other people's emotions more than their own. So I get them to understand their abuser. Get them to understand their abuser and why they're an abuser, and the things that they did to hurt them was about them, not about you. When you understand how bad their life is and how bad they feel and they don't understand life and how bad their life is going to be, then we start feeling sorry for them a little bit. But we have some compassion, and hopefully we can take some of that and point it to our own experience and say, wow, not only is this person that abused me so messed up, but I took a lot from them, man. That was a lot. This is a lot. I need to heal from this. I need to take time. And it's just going to take time, Tracy, to heal. And you're not going to be comfortable around people's company for a while, and even your own company. And that's yourself. You're not happy or comfortable around your own company. We're talking about not being comfortable with our own self. People that are bored, anxious, and worry don't have a tight relationship with who they are. Okay, so start building that relationship with yourself, Tracy. Start expressing who you are, how you feel, and what you value in the choices that you make. Okay, you've made choices that go against all three of those. Now we start making choices that show all three of those. And we don't start making choices based on winning or losing against the abuser that's not in your life anymore or ever again. Okay? I hope that helps, Tracy. If not, please just ask me again. Thanks. Tanita from Florida. Hello, Tanita. Hi, Coach David. If it wasn't love, why did it feel so much like love? Well, I'm not going to claim that I know, right? I think there's a lot of different things going on like this. There's never just one answer. I never have just one answer, do I? So there's different aspects and stuff I want to talk about, but how much time do we have left? Yeah, I got plenty. So, for one, familiar. If we have child abuse and child neglect that we don't heal from, we keep repeating it. We take over. If our parents neglected us emotionally, this is emotional neglect. If our parents emotionally neglected us, then we keep neglecting our emotions. We keep neglecting our emotional needs as well. And we enter relationships that are emotionally neglectful as well. If you commit in an intimate interpersonal relationship with somebody and you think that you love them and you thought they love you, or let's just say they don't love you, there's something there. There's something there. If that's emotional neglectful relationships, okay? If our parents didn't give us the love we need, we're going to be in relationships where we don't get the love we need as well. If our parents didn't love us enough, we don't love ourselves enough. And we're with people that won't love us enough. So eventually, we learn how to love ourselves. Got to love ourselves first. Those are just a couple of things. Childhood neglect, adulthood neglect, until we heal. We didn't receive enough love from our parents either. Missing love. That someone comes along and it feels amazing, and those are hormones. It's hormonal, a lot of this, and it becomes dependency. I talk about this so much in so many videos. I encourage you and others to scroll through my videos and keep looking. I talk about this a ton. We all have our own definition of love, is what I say. And I'm not going to tell people that they don't love anybody, sociopaths, psychopaths, because even sociopaths claim that they can love. They're like, yeah, I love. Fine. You know, fine. Love what? Love how? How do you show it? People are so different. Completely equal. All of us are equal, but we're so different. And if we don't understand that, then we assume and expect that people are just like us, and they're not. Yeah, we all have our own definition of love. And we know what love is by watching our parents and by the attention that we received from them, okay? So I know when someone tells me they married someone with narcissistic personality disorder that obviously doesn't love them, then I know that they weren't loved enough in their childhood. If you know, it's like petting a cat from head to tail their whole life, the cat. What happens if you don't pet the cat? You have to pet the cat from head to tail forever now. The cat won't allow you to pet it backwards. Right? If that cat allows you to pet it backwards, you know that it's been doing that for a long time. Right? It's not the first time. Get it? I hope that makes sense. Thank you, Tinetta. And if it doesn't, please just keep asking me. Always, all of you guys, please keep asking me questions if you don't understand. And I may, get it wrong or not understand it too. And let's see, last question. We're getting close on time, but what I'm going to do is answer this question in a separate video after this. I've been doing this a lot, and it works out really well because I feel like sometimes some questions really deserve their own video, and this one does, like the others. And I'm gonna read it though. If you guys are interested, I'm just gonna read it. Amelia, hello Amelia, from the Pacific Northwest. Thank you for all your videos, David. You have been tremendously helpful to me throughout my recovery. Thank you for telling me. I recently left my abusive ex about 4 months ago, and I've been seeking a therapist since. I've called 30 plus therapists in my area, and they're not accepting new patients, or they don't have appointments that work with my work schedule. My question is, what should my next move be? I have been diagnosed with PTSD, and I feel like I need extra support right now, but it doesn't look like I'm going to find a therapist anytime soon. How can I get the support I need to heal and move on from my abusive relationship? Also, I don't have any friends, and my family doesn't understand what I've been through. I meditate, pray, eat healthy, journal, and exercise, but it's not enough. Thank you so much for your videos, and I hope you see my question. Thank you very much for asking, Amelia. And don't give up on help. You said you've called 30 plus therapists in your area, and they're not accepting new patients. And I wouldn't doubt that might be true. Definitely, I'm not going to call you a liar. Yeah. And they don't have any appointments that work with your work schedule. I don't know what your work schedule is like. I know that can be common with therapists that you see in their office. Most therapists are open during business hours, and most people work during business hours. I know that can be a problem. I don't know how open you are to therapy online, but I coach online, and it works out great. It works out fine. I do it by video. Are you against doing something like that with a therapist by video? I know a lot of therapists that give therapy by video. I don't know how you are with that, but if you're okay with that, that opens up a huge amount of therapists, doesn't it? Whatever you do, the answer cannot be give up. It can't be. If you have to change your job, your work schedule, then I would do it. But I'll tell you right now, millionaires, and this is true, millionaires, unless it was given to them, right? Self-made millionaires, they did it no matter what. And it's hard. I don't know. But I know that it's got to be hard. Got to be. They sacrifice a lot. A lot of millionaires, I think, are missing a lot of emotional stuff. But they don't let anything stop them no matter what. Don't let anything stop you no matter what, Amelia. Okay? There's people that offer these kinds of services all over the world that'll talk to you during any hour during the day you want. I don't know what else to tell you. I'd keep looking for professionals in your area. Are you open to talking to someone else that's not just a therapist, like a life coach, like just a counselor, things like this? We got to talk. It looks like you got to talk to somebody. So don't give up. I don't know what else to tell you, Amelia. I know you're doing all kinds of great things, but I'm going to, in the next video that I make, that'll come out tomorrow, I'm going to, and I know you said you've tried to find a therapist, but I'm going to go over some of the reasons why we need professional help for a lot of us, okay? In the next video, I'm going to list a lot of things and try to get people to understand. There's a lot of people that just don't understand and are not getting the help that they need, and it's sad. It is. So, I don't know. You said your question is how can I get the support I need to heal and move on from my abusive relationship? And you say you don't have any friends and my family doesn't understand. Your family probably helped you be where you are now. And you may not understand that. That's something you need to understand. So they're going to know how to help you. And when somebody's on fire and you don't have water to put them out, it's stressful. So you maybe asking people to help you with this and they don't know how, is stressing them out too. And I'm sorry you don't have friends right now. It's very common under these conditions. It's common. It's sad. That'll help me with the video I make tomorrow. But yeah, please. Amelia, and you know, I'm going to tell you to hire it. I'm going to tell you, how do I get the support I need to heal and move on? I'm going to say, hire it. And you're saying, already we tried. I've tried 30 plus therapists in my area. I don't doubt you. And you're saying they don't work with your schedule and stuff. But there's all kinds of different help out there. Professionals that offer help. I do. I offer help. I'll talk. If somebody has to, I'll talk during the hour they need to. I've got clients all over the world. I've got clients in Africa, Europe, United Kingdom, Canada. So, yeah, I make it work. I make it work. All these people find a way to make it work. I would do whatever it takes to make it work. It's obvious you're asking and need more help. So I'm just going to list the important reasons why. You may already be aware of these, Amelia, but I think if you're more aware of how important it is, you'll try even harder. And I'm not saying you're not trying hard at all. But try harder, don't give up. Just like a millionaire, right? They make that million and they didn't give up. Thank you, Amelia. Look for the video tomorrow. And thank you, all of you guys, very, very much. I hope I helped a little bit. Please let me know. Vote. Write down there in the comments. Let me know. Ask me more questions, okay? Healing is learning and understanding. And I hope I'm helping you guys do that. But like I said, this whole video, this one is big on find the help that we need, guys. I have heard stories from all over the world where you would think, I've heard multiple people say there's no help in the United Kingdom at all. People don't understand this. That's not true. I know people who have found amazing counselors and therapists in the United Kingdom. I've also healed a lot of people from trauma in the United Kingdom. Myself, here. Well, I'm here in Las Vegas by video. Okay? So, I'm going to dive into more reasons why we need to get help. Thanks, guys. Love yourself first. See you later.